Welcome to Biz Wire. We lead off today with China's central bank, who in response to the latest rounds of quantitative easing by the world's central banks is expected to increase the flexibility of the yuan's exchange rate. According to the state-run Xinhua news agency, the country's government will ensure reasonable money supply growth and keep sufficient liquidity to allow businesses to obtain loans. Mark Williams, the chief Asia economist at Capital Economics in London, said the long-run policy of the Chinese government is to increase the flexibility of the renminbi, so it's still an open question whether this will signify any major changes in practice. The government's view seems to now be that the renminbi is close to its fair value and that there are lower risks in allowing more movement. The mainland's new leadership, headed by incoming President Xi Jinping, said last week it will retain what it calls prudent monetary policy and have a proactive fiscal policy in 2013. Across the Pacific, the U.S. Federal Reserve announced last week plans to start buying $45 billion a month of Treasury securities from January, in addition to $40 billion a month of existing mortgage debt purchases. China is seeking to bolster the use of the yuan in international trade and finance to reduce the U.S. dollar's global dominance and curb its own reliance on the currency of the world's biggest economy. The nation's foreign exchange reserves are the world's largest at $3.3 trillion. Li Gongrong, deputy governor of the central bank, said China needs to strengthen the flexibility of the two-way movement of the exchange rate while keeping the value relatively stable.